Guten Morgen, or in America, that's good morning. Willkommen. Welcome to the Americanized German news show, Was ist das News? I'm your lead anchor lady, Helga Schneider.
And I'm Beatrice Otto.
And we're bringing you Was ist das News?
You, our dear viewers, may be wondering what we here at Was ist das have in store for you heute, today in English. Well, I can't give out too much information, but let's just say it'll blow your leader hosens off.
Why, yes, it will. Here to start you off with this news broadcast is the biggest post-war neo-Nazi trial in the history of Germany to happen in Munich. Everyone is waiting to hear how the trial will go. In 2011, Germany decided to start registering extremist neo-Nazis after the attack and murder of 10 people. In 2012, there was a rise of attacks in Western Germany. This trial in Munich will be trying the last surviving neo-Nazi that had been involved with the attack that killed 10 people, going by the name of Beat Zihak. She surrendered to authorities after she blew up her flat. Her other comrades' bodies were found in a caravan with a DVD admitting to the crimes they committed. Many families are not wanting the subject to go down without a fight. They've lost loved ones, and they want justice to be served.
Yeah, they do.
The Munich court will be raffling off seats to the media, but many of the seats will be reserved for Turkish and Greek media. Of the 100 seats available, 50 will go to the media.
50.
We will be having an update on what happens next in this history-making event.
Germany has indeed had many history-making events out there.
Germany has overcome many barriers and walls to become what it is today. Speaking of walls, Beatrice, will you inform us of the history of the Berlin Wall?
Nah, I'm good. Go ahead.
Warum? Why?
Ha, girl, I'm just pulling your leg. The wall divided East and West Berlin. The division was between communism and democracy during the Cold War. Finally, on November 9th, 1989, the Berlin Wall was torn down. There are only sections of the wall left. The rest has been cleaned up. Tourists often are disappointed since the existence of the wall is long gone. Now that wall is dead, I can go get a sandwich over on the west side.
No! It might have rat poisoning!
Was? What?
It's true. So, last Tuesday morning, the German car part company Müller Technik had a bit of a scare with some rat poisoning. The company, which is in Lower Saxony, in the town of Steinfeld, received a plate filled with rolls on their doorstep. Those rolls were accompanied with a note that said that they were a gift to the employees and they could help themselves. If I was there, I would have helped myself to one of them, but these sandwiches were no ordinary sandwiches. They had rat poison in them. It was sprinkled on top. No one noticed this until someone noticed a strange substance sprinkled on them. Employees called the police right away after the realization was made. The police responded to the scene with emergency personnel. The roll was sent to the lab for testing results. The results showed that they were laced with rat poison.
Rat poison?
Employees that had ate those sandwiches were hospitalized, even though the amount of poison within the sandwich wasn't deadly, but it could cause serious illness. However, 25 employees were hospitalized in case they begin to show symptoms. So far, none of those hospitalized have shown symptoms. Many of the Müller Technik's 240 employees were concerned and upset after that incident. There is an investigation that is started, but there are no leads of who could have left those sandwiches on the doorstep of the auto part company.
Well, maybe I won't be getting that sandwich then. Maybe some Venus Schnitzel instead. Yeah.
Yeah. That made me hungry.
Yeah, it did.
Now to go to our lead reporter, Johanna Weaver.
Oh.
Maybe she could ask her interviewee about some good Wiener Schnitzel shops.
Wiener Schnitzel? Where?
Danke. Thank you, Papa. But ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, today we are going to talk to our very own German resident, Anthony Smith. Guten Morgen. Good morning, Anthony.
Hello.
Would you care to inform us on the people here in Germany?
Ja.
Wonderful. So, our first question is, do Germans speak other languages than German?
Yes, the Germans have to study English in schools. We begin studying English in the 3rd grade, so many Germans speak English. They also study other languages, Italian, French, Latin, other languages, but many of them speak English.
Wonderful. Our next question is from Twitter, and this person asks, do Germans have accents like Americans have Southern and Jersey accents?
Yes, many Germans have accents. There are hundreds of different dialects of German. For example, in the south they speak Bavarian, we say Bayerisch, auf Deutsch. In the southwest they speak, it's called Swabian or Slavish. And in the north they speak Plattdeutsch, it's called Low German. But there are different kinds of dialects, hundreds of different dialects of German.
Interesting. Can you find people of African or Asian descent walking the streets of Germany?
Yes, you can find. Germany is a very multicultural society. We have immigrants from all over Europe and the Middle East, Africa. Our largest immigrant population is from Turkey. We have over 2 million people that live here that are Turkish herkunft, Turkish background, Turkish ancestry.
Wow. And what religions do you see being practiced?
Because we have so many Turks, there are many people who practice Islam. In the southern part of the country, it's very Catholic. In the northern part, it's very Protestant. There are religions. It's a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious society.
Now a little more on how Germans spend their time. What do they like to do in their free time?
Germans are very active outside. Many of them go hiking in the Alps, in the southern part of the country. Many of them belong to sport clubs, Sportvereine. They also travel. Germans love to travel. Germans are very well known for traveling throughout Europe and throughout the world.
Very cool. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to inform teenagers of America on the demographics of Germany.
You're welcome.
Got a question? Send it to Twitter. Wow, looks like we have one on when Oktoberfest starts. Beatrice, you have all the answers. When can I go to Oktoberfest?
Yes, I do, Johanna. Yes, I do. Guten Tag, or hello, as you Americans say. Beatrice Idle here to close up with a wunderbar holiday report. Now, let's talk about Oktoberfest. I'm sure you're all familiar with the motherland's pride and joy, Oktoberfest. Contrary to widespread belief, it doesn't start in October. It starts in September. Plot twist. Okay, anywhooser, the holiday of Oktoberfest actually started as a wedding celebration that came to be well liked among the people of Munich and has been celebrated every year since 1810. This holiday consists of 16 days of beer, festivities, and traditional foods like this hardcore, parkour, German chicken treat, Hindel. Delicious! German Unity Day is also a holiday we celebrate here in the greatest country on earth. German Unity Day is essentially the very opposite of your Independence Day. On October 3rd, the West and East Germanies agreed to become one country of Germany. During this public holiday, the people enjoyed communal meals, concerts, and fireworks. The declaration was followed by the destruction of the Berlin Wall that stood between the two former countries on November 9th. Some other mutual holidays include New Year's, Good Friday, Easter, and Labor Day. Although they're on different days, but who cares really? Okay. So.
And that's the end of Was ist das?
Now where is my shiny latte that you promised me?
Very professional job.
Okay.
Where is my latte? Bring it, or I will lock you up in this castle.